I'm going to give you a quick few seconds to see if you can see what we've spotted. It's a leopard! Oh, how beautiful is that scene with this male leopard lying in this golden grass. He was very hard to spot, but we did get a call on the radio from one of the other guides, so we knew where to look. However, there was no one here to help us. So thanks to Barden's keen eye, we managed to spot him lying flat cat. He's just started grooming himself. I wonder if he's preparing to start getting up. Oh, a big yawn. It's often a good sign that he may be getting ready to move. There we go. Right on cue. Oh, I wonder what he's looking at. There is some water in the background and I can see some lechwe in the distance. Oh, look at how he's moving so carefully through the grass. Those shoulder blades really sticking up. He's trying to keep his head low. It looks like he may head towards those bushes for some shade, but it looks like he's actually trying to remain concealed away from those lechwe. Look at how he's flattening his ears a little bit even. Staring out over the grass, stretching his neck up. Oh, he is so camouflaged in this grass, but it is so beautiful. There are all the lechwe on the edge of the water. I mean, there's not a lot of cover for him to get close to the ones that we can see. But who knows, maybe there's some more hidden in the grasses here close to us that we don't know about. Or maybe there's something else hidden by that he can smell or see that we can't. But he does seem to be watching those lechwe quite intently. And it looks like he's heading towards the shade of that bush. Just for some shade, because it's getting quite hot, but also to remain concealed a bit. So let's try and move around. He is such a stunning male leopard. And look at what a vantage point he has over those lechwe and the delta water. He's almost up on a termite mound. He's yawning a bit again, so I wonder if he's going to prepare to get up and move again. It could also be that maybe he doesn't want to be around the vehicle. One, because the vehicle is quite loud, and so it will actually prevent him from being able to hear, and it also might draw the attention of the lechwe. But we are sitting here quite quietly, and the lechwe haven't really looked at us. They're still quite far. But it looks like up he gets again. I wonder where he's off to this time. Now, this is a male that we don't know. We have suspected that it's the male whose tracks we've come across on occasion. Look at how flat he makes his ears. He's really trying to hide away from those lechwe. He's been watching them the whole time. But nothing like a little nap in the grass. And it's a great way to remain concealed as well. I mean, look at how camouflaged he is in that grass. Those lechwe would not know what's coming. But they are very far. He's got a long way to get to if he wanted to get there. And there's no cover really. I don't know how he would get there. There's just a lot of long grass. I mean, I suppose he could sneak around, but he'd probably have to go quite far around. And even so, if he did go further around, who knows what he might encounter on the way. He might find some easier prey as well. So we'll follow him for a little bit. It looks like he's heading towards that island where the palm trees are. And then we can decide our next step from there. Now he's watching on the island. I think he's just trying to make sure he's not walking into anything, because he's been so focused on the lechwe, he hasn't really paid attention to what's moving around behind him. And also he doesn't want anything else that he could potentially hunt to get away, but also for the lechwe to then spot him because something alarm calls.
There's a place there. For him to cross over, go to those lechwe that I saw there. There's a space. Obviously, by the time he goes there, they'll see him. See the space that I'm talking about?
Now I see.
Don't have an His plan is to cross over and go to those grass there. He's marking on those red lychee there.
Oh, okay. So you think he's using this?
He's just using this advantage, but as soon as he gets into the open area, those red lychees
I'm gonna see him.
They will see him and then they will run. So he's trying by all means to be very careful.
Yeah, so using the palm trees and the grass to sneak.
And the grass to sneak, and that is his advantage on those grass there.
Yes.
You need to go straight to those grass and then eye on those red lychee there. But the whole problem now is on the middle. By the time he crossed over there, these red lychees are right on the open. They will see it.
Oh, okay. I do think Barton's right. I think he is absolutely using all of these islands, all of the vegetation, just to hide away from these lechwe, and trying to figure out how to get closer, but he's not really sure because there isn't any cover. There isn't anywhere for him to hide. So he needs to be very stealthy in where he goes and how he gets there. But with it getting hot now, the lechwe are starting to lie down at the water's edge, which is a good thing. It means they're not going to move too far. So at least for him, he can keep an eye on them. But even though they're lying down by the water, they are still right out in the open. And they are looking over at us, but I don't think they've seen him. Speaking of lying down, he's decided to find a shady patch, which I do not blame him. It is getting quite hot. And I doubt he's going to be hunting those lechwe anytime soon. I think he might wait until later today when it starts to get a bit cooler. And also when there's not so much noise and attention on him. But there are also some other vehicles who would like to come and view him. So we are going to take the opportunity to leave him be, head back to camp and grab some lunch, charge some batteries, and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, we have full bellies and full batteries. And this morning there was some talk of the Pride being in the area, so we wanted to head over that way and see if we could find them. But we had to take a moment just to stop and admire the light on these zebra stallions. Look at that. Look at how you can see the dust getting flicked up as they're running. Now this is... Oh, big kick there. I mean, this is quite a serious fight. They were fighting already from a distance away, we could see. We could just see plumes of dust. And it may have started as just a small argument. Look at how they're trying to bite each other's legs. Oh, that must hurt. I mean, it doesn't seem like they've managed to grab hold just yet. I'm sure that would hurt if they did. Oh, big kick to the face. Ouch, that must hurt. This is why I'm really glad to not be a zebra. Oh my goodness. And this is more just a fight for dominance. It could have started as a small argument and turned into a real big fight. There are other zebra coming out of the thickets though, so I wonder if maybe there isn't a female that's coming into estrus and these two are fighting over breeding rights. But wow, that is a beautiful scene. Oh, that dust has just lit up the sky. And now it's over, just as quickly as it started. Sounds about right. How stunning. But we do need to try and get towards where those lions were last seen, so we're going to leave the zebra to continue on, hopefully not fighting, and see what we find. Oh my gosh, there's wild dogs with the lions. Oh, the lions are chasing the wild dogs. Oh my goodness. I don't know which wild dogs these are. It's not the Ngebecha pack. It looks like there's only 4 or 5 of them. But the Kurum Pride is actually trying to chase them off. Look at this. Look at all the lions. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. You can actually hear the dogs barking at the lions. Oh, look at the cubs running after the dogs. Oh goodness. Look at the lion. The lion youngster. It's trying to puff its chest out, flicking its tail in the air. Oh goodness. Look at it, it's scratching the ground with its back feet. Oh my goodness. It kind of reminds me of those movies where the bull's getting ready to fight the matador in those bullfighting rings. Maybe I'm just being silly. But I'm sure that is a way of telling these dogs, listen here, this is our turf, not yours. And I mean, those youngsters are almost the same size as the dogs. Oh, look at the wild dog jumping up and down in the grass. The lioness is not happy. And watch how they keep charging towards the lions as well. It's not like the lions have just chased them off and the dogs have run away. The dogs are actually fighting back. Oh, look at that. Oh, this youngster's really going after those dogs. But I wonder where these wild dogs came from. As we arrived, we just suddenly saw the lions bolting across the open floodplain, and the wild dogs were just there. Wow. Sometimes it's really crazy, the things that you never expect to see. Oh, look at the wild dogs. They're all ganging up on that youngster. You can just see the lion's tail flicking through the grass. And as soon as it turns its back, watch how the dogs all come towards it. I mean, that youngster on its own, one-on-one with one dog, it could probably take them. But with, another chase. With 5 dogs all ganging up on it, it's going to be a little bit tricky. But I suppose there's another 11 lions behind it ready to come and assist if stuff really happens. So it's not feeling too worried at the moment. In fact, it looks quite brave. Oh my word. This is a crazy scene. This is the last thing I expected to see. Oh, another run. I love how this youngster is just chasing the wild dogs by himself, it seems. It's It's not like none of the other lions are having as much fun. Ah, here come the reinforcements. They were just preoccupied. Look at the lionesses. Look at how different they are in size compared to the youngster that's been chasing the wild dogs, that's walking back. Oh, there's elephants here too? What on earth? This is so iconic. I mean, there's elephants, there's wild dogs, there's lions, all at sunset on this open floodplain. Oh, I'm so mind blown. I don't even know where to look. It's just, this is insane. This is crazy. And look at how different the dog's behavior is when that lioness is walking towards them, hey? They know she's not going to take any nonsense. And the youngster's still chasing them. I think it's feeling a lot more brave now that Mom's got closer and can back it up a little bit. She's also watching something. Ah, there's some zebra off in the distance. I wonder if that's why these lions haven't actually been here. Maybe waiting for darkness to fall so they could chase the zebra, and the dogs just happened to come through, and that youngster took off after them. But it doesn't look like the zebra has seen anything of what's going on here, so I'm sure the lions will have a chance to still hunt later tonight. But what I'm really fascinated with is that these wild dogs just aren't giving up. They keep barking at the lions, running away, coming and almost provoking them. I mean, if I were them, I'd just run away. These zebra have seen nothing. They really haven't, which is good for the lions. Ah, and it looks like the wild dogs are starting to move off slowly but surely. They've decided it's not worth it. It's getting dark now. There's no way they can hunt. I mean, it's not full moon tonight, so they're not going to have enough light soon. So if they want to catch something, they better catch it quickly. And then get out of the area. But because it's getting dark, unfortunately, it does mean we have to leave these lions as well. We're not going to be able to shine spotlights on them, because if they are hunting, we don't want to give away their position. But what a spectacular afternoon.
Well, to see two predators interacting like that was just fascinating, but I can't help but be really relieved that those dogs managed to spot the lions.
Me too. It was very close. That teaches the wild dogs to look around next time.
Well, let's hope they do. We have had the most spectacular time out here in the Okavango Delta, from following wild dog packs and watching these puppies grow up, to watching lion prides being taken over by new males. There has just been so much action and so many stories that we've been following throughout our time here. But it has come that time that we have to say goodbye to Botswana, for a little while at least, and on to the next adventure. So for now, let's enjoy our last sunset here in Xaranna.
That's awesome.